What about now? Can anybody hear me now? I think so. I see things moving. If you can hear me, please let me know. I'm going to get started and hopefully you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. Um, if not, I'm going to go do some voiceovers for you. I see the buttons moving, so it seems as if there's sound, so I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. Let's get started. I am Caron. I am your ATX stamping lady. Welcome to the craft room tonight, you guys. This is an impromptu video. I was scheduled to go live. Um, I was scheduled to go live in one of my Facebook groups, but I seem to be having problems there too. It wouldn't let me connect in any way, shape, or form, so I decided I would come live here on YouTube, and then I seem to be having issues here. Anyway, I'm going to put my big girl pants on and just keep it moving. If you can, just let me know that you are able to see and watch. Anyway, thank you for spending your time with me on this Saturday evening. If you are able to hear, I do hope that you are, that do thank you, that you had a great Saturday so far. If you do like any of the products that I see, although I believe the the stamp set that I was going to go live in my group, I think it's retired, so it may not be on my stamp on my online store, but it's all good. I am going to be creating a pop-up step card, and this was my sample that I created, and I created it using a new product that is going to be coming available November 5th as one of our new online exclusive offerings, and this is the Umbrella Days stamp set. It was made with this, as you can see. I used a little bit of masking in this technique, so I have the raindrops. Um, I, Now that I'm seeing it again, I love this card. But I got the idea for this fold. This is from Dawn Griffith from the Glitter Pit. I saw the fold that she did, and so I decided I wanted to do it. I saw it just about 5 minutes before, and so I have my little notes here, so bear with me and we'll get it done. So again, this card that we're creating today is inspired by the tutorial from Dawn Griffith at the Glitter Pit. All right, so we are going to be working with, this is Coastal Cabana, I believe is the color. And I'm also going to be working with the In Color Designer Series paper. I just had it here too, and I don't know where it is now. That's what happens when I get flustered, you guys. Oh, here it is. This is the In Color Designer Series paper. Guys, if you are watching and you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure if I'm having sound or not. It's just really crazy for me right now. So this is the Subtles pack from the Designer Series paper pack. And of course, you know the Subtles includes Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, Soft Sea Foam, Lost Lagoon, um, Calypso Coral, Pool Party, Balmy Blue, Fresh Freesia, and I think it's Highland Heather. I think I called every color. Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Balmy Blue. Those are the colors that's in the um, Subtles collection. All right, so for this card tonight, what you're going to need is um, some cardstock, and I went with the Coastal Cabana, like I mentioned, and this is 6 3/8 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4 on the 6 3/8 inside. We're going to need another piece of cardstock that is 3.5 by 4 and scored in half at 2. So you just have a fold like this. We're going to need also, now, I chose to use the designer series paper, but you can use um, whatever. So you can emboss a piece and use an embossed piece. You can use whatever you want. Create your own designer series paper. But like I said, I'm using for the designer series paper from the In Color suite. We're going to need a piece of basic white. This is for the inside of the card, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to need a piece also that's 3 by 3 1/2, and this will be for our focal image. Let me see. I'm not seeing anybody telling me that they're not hearing me, so I'm going to assume that you are hearing. We're also going to need for this, a piece that's 1 by 5 1/4. We'll need a piece that's 1 7/8 by 5 7/8. And we'll need a piece that is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Now you can use this as a matte layer, but let's get started in putting this card together. So what I'm going to do right off the bat is I'm just going to go ahead and attach the piece that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 to the basic white panel, and I'm just trying to figure out, make sure that I know what pieces, because I want each of the different patterns to be prevalent. So I'm going to keep this one this way. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this. I want my blue. So I don't even know if I should have a conversation. And I'm going to put this on just because it helps with placement of other things. So I'm just going to make sure that I attach this like so. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead and attach this to the inside of our card base. The majority of what we're going to do is going to spend a lot of time on the focal image. As with most fancy folds, once you put the fold together, it's the designing element and putting things together that is the hard part, or the, not hard, but the time intensive part of the process. So that's on the inside. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this piece that is 3 1/4, I believe, by 4, 3 1/2 by 4. And we're kind of going to eyeball it where it needs to be on here, trying to make sure that it's as even on both sides as we can. And when we're going to attach this, we want to make sure that we put adhesive only on one side and not on both. Now before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and put this, double burnish this, because I want it to lay flat. There we go. And then I'm just going to add adhesive. Now if you open this up, it'll be adhesive on the right hand side. Now I prefer to use liquid adhesive. You can use whatever sort of adhesive that you want. And then again, we're just going to butt this up in here. Try to make sure it's even on both sides and then burnish it in. Okay. This is going to be a stepper card, as we can see. So we've built our stepper element. We're done with the fold part of this card. All we need to do is really now just go ahead and design our focal image. And we're going to put this guy on here to cover. Now with all things, I'm not doing these with a matte layer. You can add a matte This piece is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. You could make this a 2-inch piece or cut a piece that's 2 inches bigger. So it'll be 2 inches by 5 3/8, and add a matte layer to this if you'd like. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now let's go ahead and design our focal image. I didn't show you the stamp set that we're going to use. This is a retired product. Amazing year. But guys, I've had this and I haven't used it, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and use it right now. Um, it's quick. It's easy for birthday cards. I mean, and I do need a birthday card, so and I always need birthday cards. So it is well needed for tonight's project. Okay. I had planned on using the umbrella days for this project as well, but I changed my mind. Okay. Enjoy your day. Boom. I don't know what happened over on Facebook. It didn't even allow me to go live in my own group. It said it wouldn't connect to my video source. But I'm connected here, so I don't know what's going on over there. I tried it in Saturday Night Crafters group. I tried it in my own group, and it just would not connect. Facebook is always making changes to things that, and sometimes we don't always know about them ahead of time. And it's only when you try to do something that, then I thought, well, okay, maybe it's because I was trying to go live in a group and it wouldn't let me go live in a group. Because now they changed it so you can't stream into a group. You can go live, but you can't stream. Ugh, so many differences. Just trying to bring you guys content, and it's always a little bit of a challenge here. Making sure I don't have a lot of grit on my work table. Is everybody having a good evening? So I hope you guys are gearing up and you are ready. On November 5th, the new online exclusive products with Stampin' Up is going to become available. As you know, our online exclusive products, you will never find them in a catalog. They are only online, obviously, because that's why they're online exclusives. All right, so now that this is done, we're just going to color this in really quickly. Um, mm, I don't know. Let's see what these guys look like. All right, that's my light. All right, so again, when I color, I try to highlight those areas. Use them to highlight first. like that. Do you like coloring? Okay, that's another flower right there. That's not a flower. This is a flower right here. Okay, I think we got them all. I'm just going to add a little bit of color. Do you see that the color dries a little bit darker? It goes on a little rosy pink, but it dries purple. Do you see that? I like that. I think that's beautiful color together. And then let's get our leaves done. So I just got an order. Some of it is my pre-order for the online exclusives. So I haven't unboxed it yet, so I'm going to do an unboxing video next week after I get everything cataloged and um, everything cataloged. Guys, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you like the products and the videos that I shoot with you and for you, you know that we try to go live here in the craft room a couple times a week. There's been some new developments or changes in my life, so I wasn't as regular in the last couple of weeks. I just got a new job. I'm working as a paralegal for the city. It's my first paralegal job. Woohoo! I'm excited about that since I graduated the paralegal program in May. So I'm excited about that. All right, so if you are watching live, comment for me. Let me see, who's going to win this card? What do I need to know today? Comment for me and let me know. I don't want you to tell me who. Just let me know if you have exercised your right to vote. You don't have to tell me who. I don't want to know who. That is your business. But just let me know if you have exercised your right to vote. Just enter that into the comments. Trying Let's see if I got anything left in any of these. Just to add a little bit of, oh, I put that away. I just didn't want it to be so stark white, so I just wanted some hint of color on there. All right, so now that this is done, and I'm going to put something else there. I'm not sure what. Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to put right there. So now we're going to adhere this to that. And I'm not going to, because I'm not good at bows. You guys know I'm not. So what I am going to do is do my own version of a faux bow. And then all I'm going to do is just bring that behind, like that. And then I got tape somewhere. And tape it down. That's my cheat for bows. You except like, because I don't do them very well. And so I have to find ways to get bows done. And that'll stay right in place. Okay. Then I'm going to grab another piece of this. Clamp it down in the middle. Grab my third arm. Make sure it's in there in the loop. And now I can release my third arm. Just that where it needs to be. And then tie me another bow, a loop, a knot. And our bow is done. Okay. All right. So what I do is I go in with my snips as close as possible. Snip that off. Do the same thing with the other leg. Snip that off. Guys, don't cut the knot, okay? Because if you cut the knot, then you'll have defeated the whole purpose there. Okay? Then we can spread these like so. Have your loops spread. And then let me grab this guy. When you have a deficit like I do with the bow tying thing, you've got to find all kinds of tips and tricks to be able to overcome it. just like that, we've got a bow. Ha ha ha. Okay, now I'm just going to put a little bit of the embossing powder on, or the powder, just to make sure that the sticky is not going to attract to anything else. Then I'm going to add this to, oops. Okay. And I'm going to turn it over, just pass my embossing, my bone folder across it. And all that does is just to help make sure it adheres a little bit better. Okay. I see a little bit of the tape there that I didn't see before. Get rid of that. Snip that. Snip that. And then we're going to add this to our card front. And I'm just going to put my finger just about where it was. And I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not, you could do about 2 inches, because you know this is 2 inches, right? And how do you know it's 2 inches? You scored on the 2-inch line. Okay. So when you mail it, you will mail it like this, and you see it's already, it will fit in a regular envelope. So that's not an issue. And then I'm just going to take a look back here and make sure I have enough adhesive, and I can see that I need to add some more. Beauty of liquid adhesive. Okay. Now, you could use just the little hip of the designer series paper, the little lip of it. Oh, where'd my pen go? I tell you, that little pin gives me more grief than anything else, because I never know where it goes. All right, so now that that's done, as you can see, I can just use this little lip right here, and that'll be the easel, right? But I am going to put a little bit I'm going to stamp a sentiment and put a little bit of dimension on it, so that it will be, you do have the option to raise it just a little bit. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment. We have enjoy your day on the front, and it says, I'm going to go year and an entire year more amazing and lovely as ever. That's the inside. All right, let's see. Well, it'll fit on this. Have you guys done any kind of crafting today? I met up with a friend of mine and my downline today for lunch and stamping at one of my favorite restaurants. And I was having a good time too, but it just got so loud. I tell you, I have an aversion to a lot of noise. I can't speak for anybody else, but it's not that I like to be in total quiet. It's just um, I can be in amongst noise for a little bit, but man, When I cannot hear myself think, I have issues. I know. I know. As y'all know, there's no card that's complete that I make that does not have some sort of heat embossing on it, right? Y'all know that. I was gonna double emboss or triple emboss, heat emboss, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, so that's done. And I think what I'm gonna do now is see if I can find me a cute punch that will punch this out. What's going on here? All right, so when something like that happens, what you need to do is find yourself your sticky pads and just grab a sticky note. Okay, and all I'm going to do with the sticky note, this will just help me give it a little bit more arm. See? Now I can fit it in and get it lined up properly. Something's going on with this punch. There we go. My punch is getting caught somehow. Hold on. There we go. I don't know what it was, but I've got you lined up now. Okay. And then I have another piece. Aha, it broke. That's what happened. See? I knew something was wrong. There we go. All right. Something broke off in there. Not sure what, but I'm going to figure it out. All right, so we can take this little piece off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this right down the middle. Depending on whether you want to mat it on the top and bottom or the left on the sides is how you'll cut this, okay? I'm only going to do one side. So this is a trick or a tip if you happen to you want to mat something but you don't exactly have a nesting die in it. You don't have the nest part of it, and when I say the nesting part, meaning something that's a little bit bigger, you punch the same thing and just create your own mat layer. Ow. Oh, come on. Love the silicone mats because it keeps everything in place, but my goodness. Just a little bit of a border on that side and then on that side. The beauty of liquid adhesive, you guys. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room in order to be able to line things up properly. All right, do the same thing on this side. Okay, and now you got your mat. Okay, now all we need is I don't want a really high profile. You want it to be high enough to be able to stop this. So you want a little bit of a height profile, but not too high. Okay? And dimensional foam tape comes in several different uh, depths or widths. I'm not sure if that's the right term that I'm using. Okay. And then we're just going to line this puppy up right here like so. Give it like that. And so that's what you'll have. Just like that. There you go. Again, this was inspired by Dawn Griffith at Dawn Stamping Thoughts over at the Glitter Pit. I saw her do this video, and I just love this. You still have room to put a little bit of sentiments in here, and then I need some gems because I can't. No. I need some jewels. Jewels, baby, jewels. All right, don't forget to comment if you voted. You don't need to tell me who you voted for. Just let me know that you exercise your right to vote, and you will be placed in a drawing to win this card, one of these cards that we created tonight. And Dawn called this the pop-up easel card. Okay? Alrighty. I've got a whole host of cards that I have to make today. And this one's giving me trouble. Don't want that necessarily straight, like that. Mm. Did I put that? Oh, I missed a little color. No, I didn't. I'm going to leave it just like that. I do need to put that third one on there, though. And I'm just gonna enjoy your day. Where am I gonna put it? Boom, boom. This should have been there. All right, girl. That's where I'm gonna put it. All right, so our pop-up easel card is done for today. And again, I used a stamp set. I believe it is not in the annual or the current catalog, but this was the Amazing Year stamp set. It was from 2022-2023, and here you go. What do you think? All right, guys, on that note, thank you guys for joining me today. If you popped over from to check the, if you do not have a Stamping Up demonstrator and you would love to have one, I would love to have you as my on my VIP crew. Here's the information on how to reach me. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there's any product that you saw that I used tonight that you would love to have, please don't hesitate to use the host code in the upper left hand corner of the screen. And if any order that's spent in $50 or more, you're eligible to receive a free gift from the ATX stamping lady. Ergo, me. All right, guys, you have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by, and y'all have a blessed day. Happy stamping.